Okay, the chat's working now. Sorry for the delay, guys. Sorry for the delay, but the chat's working now. Wait, let me tweet it, because people might have been coming to my stream. Wait. Hold on. Let me just send a tweet. I'm back. Yeah. That's working properly now. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I have no idea why the chat didn't start working. But anyway, this medical education stream, I can't take too long here. My time limit is up to like at least 3:45 because I have a Zoom conference later at 4, so I can't stay too long. I can't take too long here. Hold on, let me just. Alright, we're gonna. Let me just fix everything. Anyway, hello guys. Hello Henry, hello Peter Parker. Kazuo, hello iMac, hello. Tall midget John Surims. Hello. Lazuli, hello. Welcome. Bread, hello. Lone Wolf, hello. Ano nangyari? Di ko naabutan. Wala ka naabutan. I just had technical difficulties. There's nothing much. I didn't even start yet because of because of all that. I couldn't start because of the technical difficulties. My chat box wasn't working. The alerts weren't working. They all weren't working. So I'm only gonna start now. There we go. Jayagunoy, thank you for the host. So yeah, okay, my alerts are working now. Everything's working. So I had to just restart the PC. For some reason, they just stopped working. Mixed genre girl, hello. Watching while working. Oh wait, let me address the new follows a while ago. Draco Fanglight, thank you for following. Tall Midget, thank you for following. Akachanyan, thank you for following. Welcome. When in doubt, restart PC. Yep. Alright, so this stream is about circumcision. It's a medical education about circumcision in the Philippines. In the country I live in. So I think most of you are Filipino, so you know you know about this. For those who don't live in the Philippines, yeah, this is about circumcision in the Philippines. I'm sure many of you are know what a circumcision is, but I will be covering male circumcision. Yeah, just male circumcision because that's the one that's prominent here. Male circumcision and how it's done here and why it's done here. I will go briefly about I will go through it briefly, like how it's what do you call this? How it's looked upon in other countries and how often it's done, stuff like that. Like briefly for other countries, but I'm just gonna concentrate on Philippines. This is just mostly Filipinos. So, yes, Ren X86, hello, welcome to my stream. Thank you for dropping by. Oh. Sinon, thank you for the lurk. Al Ronin, hello, welcome to my stream. Rin, you look like Monica in Doki Doki. Really, I do. Alright, Moku, hello. Okay. We got a lot of people here. Wow, we got a lot of people here. Grabe, we have a lot of people here. Everyone wants to learn about circumcision. Okay, let's jump to the slides, okay? Let's jump to the slides. Alright, here's the first slide. Bad yung i-comparing this side. I don't really mind. Rin Fight, thank you for following. I don't really mind. I don't mind much. As long as they don't keep saying it over and over again. Yeah, okay, I got this image from Google. I got this image from Google. So it's an actual ad from, I don't know. This was on Google, okay? I actually saw it on Facebook too. The Unlucky Clover, thank you for following. From Janicio M. Cornell Memorial Medical Center is somewhere in Antipolo. So, so they... Yeah, I just saw this on Google and on Facebook. So it's this is just an example of how they advertise circumcision here in the Philippines. No, bro, I really like your avatar. Thank you. This is my doctor avatar. So this is how they advertise circumcision in Philippines. So circumcision in Filipino is TULI or TULE. They have different spellings for it, but it's pronounced pretty much the same, TULE. And in some hospitals, they charge only 1,400 pesos according to this, which is like more or less a little more than $20, $20 US. But there are surgical missions where they do circumcisions for free. Yeah. So this is, and I don't know. I have no idea what the who made this tarpaulin and decided to put Wolverine there, because that's actually kind of scary. I just think they put that there so that kids will think like they will become like Wolverine, but then at the same time you see Wolverine with blades ready to slice the foreskin. Kurisu, hello, welcome to my stream. Yeah, TULI missions, so mura na, doktor pa, hospital pa. Dito ka na sa painless TULI. I eat sugar. Hello, welcome to my stream. Thank you for following. Yay, TULI time. Yes, TULI time. Alright, let's go to the next slide. PP is ready. Yeah, PP is definitely ready. Okay. Oh wait, hold on, what? There we go. Alright, circumcision in the Philippines. So there are various reasons why circumcision is done. Mostly it's because of tradition. My education categories at which I think so. I was surprised they had one. So the most common is tradition. Okay, religion not so much. Religion is more for like the Jewish people and some Islams. But in our case, in the Philippines, it's traditional. I think way before it started off as religious because of the Spaniards. But it's really more of a traditional thing. It's not religious. It's a rite of passage for boys to become men. And other reasons given is hygiene. I will go more on this later, the hygiene part, okay? Because this certain reason is very debatable, especially in other countries, okay? Very debatable. Pangalawang tuli ko na to. Alright, yeah, this is just a depiction of how some circumcisions are done. So, anyway, because circumcision is more traditional here, and it's really deeply ingrained in the Filipino culture. It's so ingrained in Philippine culture that we even have a term for those who are not circumcised. And I think you all know, all the Filipinos know this when they're little boys, when they're little children. This is what they call their peers when they're not circumcised yet. This is what they call their peers. Supot. So I'm just gonna call it supot culture, okay? Supot. This is what every kid will call another kid who is not circumcised. Okay, supot. Supot means, for those who are not Filipino, supot means basically means coward, or like, you know, you're afraid, because, you know, in Philippine culture, to be circumcised is to become a man, so you have to like endure the practice to become a man. So Ruby! Hello! So that's why it's become the tradition is so ingrained in the culture that we have a term for those who are not circumcised, and it's supot, and it's very heavily used in schools. If especially when they're like around, they start 8 years old and above, 8 to 10, or sometimes even older. If those little kids find out that you are not circumcised as a little boy, they are going to tease you. And they're gonna shout at you, support, support, support. Yeah. So it's really a social and cultural thing. It's really deeply ingrained. It's really hard to change that. Now, when you get older, like, you know, as a guy matures, as a person matures, it's not as bad. Oh, Otherworldly Patron, thank you for the 1 bit. It's not as bad, like, you know, if you saw another dude who's uncircumcised, like, you wouldn't really go around and just shout at him, support ka pare, support, support, unless you're an asshole. But I just know that if you hate that person, and you don't like him, you will find a reason to call him support, especially when you find out that he's uncircumcised. It's gonna be your ad hominem. But you know, we're not little boys anymore. You guys are not little boys anymore, so you guys don't really do that. unless you really dislike the person. It's like a, you know, it's a derogatory term, basically. Kids do this brutally. Yeah, kids, it's a kids thing. They will just go support, support. But when you're older, of course we don't do that anymore. We're older, we're more mature, we don't really do that unless you don't like the person and you just want to call him something. You just want to call him names to let out your anger, and you find out he's uncircumcised, just call him support. Okay. Alright. Oshiro, hello, welcome to my stream. Hello. Support culture. Yeah, I just explained. Mga trash talking sa culture. Ad hominem culture strong in the Philippines. Yeah. That's why as long as you're not they don't like you, if people don't like you and they find out you're uncircumcised, the go-to insult is just support ka. Support. Alright, let's go. Let's move on. Alright, what's the definition of circumcision? Okay. Definition of circumcision. So, it is the removal. This is a medical definition, okay? Removal of the sleeve of the skin and mucosal tissue. And, oh, thank you for the sub! Buti walang mga supporters na nagka-cancel. Don't worry, my mods are on it, okay? Just in case. So, circumcision is the removal of the sleeve of the skin and mucosal tissue, which normally covers the glands of the penis. So, that's the foreskin. So, it's either partial or complete removal of the foreskin. The glans is the head of the penis, okay? So, when you do circumcision, you remove the foreskin partially or completely to expose the head of the penis. Alright? Okay. Nasaan yung cancel culture? Please don't call them, okay? Let the cancel the anti-TULI people, or just let them mind their own business. Right. Now, next slide. What circumcision is not? If you watch my last Gartic phone collab with Lyrica, this is not circumcision, okay? This is definitely not circumcision. This is castration. You do not remove the entire thing. Okay. This is not... Okay. That is not circumcision. Okay? I have no idea how that collab deteriorated into that. Circumcision is just the removal of the foreskin, not the entire genital, okay? Well, it depends though. If it's female circumcision, then yes, it can be removal of partial or complete removal of the female genitals. That's why female circumcision is bad. Because they don't just remove the foreskin, they remove everything. Sometimes even they even shut it close, the vagina. But yeah, that's it. That's a different topic altogether. We don't have that here. I hope we don't have that here, but it's done in other countries, in other cultures. And I forget which culture. But yes. Alright. Kurokami Ryujin, thank you for following and welcome to my stream. Alright, what are the medical indications? Okay, these are the therapeutic, like, the medical indications for circumcision. Why you need it? What are the medical conditions for this? Okay. So when is phimosis? So I have this I chose this picture to depict or to represent what phimosis is, because I can't actually post dick pics on my stream, or else I'll get tossed by Twitch. Okay. Oh, Dr. QT Derek. Oh, they removed the labia majora, clitoral hood or something. Oh, they removed the labia minora, the clitoris, and the prepuce of the clitoris. They really remove everything, basically. Anyway, hello, Howstill. Hello, welcome to my stream. Phimosis is when the foreskin or the prepuce, the medical term for foreskin is prepuce, okay? When the foreskin is too small that your glands or the head of your penis cannot come out. This is basically it. The sleeve is too tight or too small that you know, when you try to get an erection, the head can't come out, and it causes a little bit of pain. So that's why some people need a circumcision, so they can you know, they can free the head of the penis because this thing is irritating. Sometimes, because it's so small, you can't even clean your own penis. So yeah, it's you're prone to more UTI infections and all that. Okay. Oh god, my chat is going brr right now. I'm sorry if I can't read all your messages. Okay, I'm sorry if I can't read all your messages. All right. Okay, next is balanitis or posthitis. Balanitis and posthitis are basically inflammations of the penis or the foreskin of the penis. Okay, this is why we have an angry Bread. Thank you, Bread, for volunteering. I mean, I'm you know, Bread's, I'm sorry, but Bread's model is the perfect image for my stream, because let's face it, man, he's phallic shaped, okay? His shape he is shaped like a thing, okay? Okay. So, this is a perfect example of a inflamed penis. Representation of an inflamed penis, okay? This is why I put an angry Bread. Because balanitis and posthitis, the penis, the head of the penis, or the tip of the penis, or the foreskin turns red. It's painful. Sometimes there's pus. Kamatis Bread. So an inflamed penis is a bread. No, this is just a representation, okay? It's a representation. So if you have recurrent or if you have repeated episodes of this, you'll need a circumcision. Okay, you're prone to UTI and all that. So imagine if Bread is not a bread but a pee-pee all this time. Oh god. Ming Ming, hello, welcome to my stream. Okay. Yo suck, hello, welcome to my stream. What a revelation. Alright, so next. The conditions I'm giving you guys, by the way, are the most common ones I run into. There are other conditions there are other indications that require you to have circumcision, but I'm giving the most common ones. Alright. Ice Cram School Works, thank you for following and welcome to my stream. Alright, next. Hypospadias. Okay, this one is a little okay. Let me explain hypospadias. In the penis, when you pee, the normal the normal place or the normal area in the penis where you pee is at the tip. Okay? That's where your urethra is. The urethra is where the pee and the ejaculate come from. Okay? If you have a hypospadias, the urethra is not at the tip. It can be at the bottom. It can go from the shaft, like below the head of the penis to the shaft all the way to the base. So it wouldn't be normal. I hope you guys understood that. The normal is your hole or the urethra is at the tip of the penis. Okay? Oh god. Alright, let's wait. We have some questions here. Hold on, okay? How does an uncircumcised penis increase the risk of UTI? The length of the urethra remains the same, so aren't the same natural defenses and hindrances to bacteria at play. Yeah, I will get to that later, actually. I addressed that. Doc, what will happen if the phimosis is forced to open? Actually, there are some surgeries or some procedures where they stretch the foreskin so that the head can come out, but the best is really circumcision. Okay. Alright, let me see. Bread being the experimental. He's the perfect example and the perfect subject for this, okay? I used to use bread. I used to use bread as a censor for many of my yabe medical education streams, but right now he is the perfect example. Without being a censor. He's without being a censor. Okay. How does bread wee wee? Ask Sir Bread. Ask Bread. He has many. Okay, like this. I would call this mold. The spots on his body, but he says they are holes. So maybe he pees through the holes. I don't know. Ask Bread. Ask Bread. Michael Latanoto, thank you for following. Welcome to my stream. Sa taas yata nag-wee. If I pee, will we used come out? Oh god. Okay. Alright, enough of bread right now. Okay, we're going to the next slide. Okay. Alright. Okay, we're going for the methods. Methods of circumcision. Okay. Shinhaji, hello, welcome to my stream. There are many methods. Okay, there are many methods of doing circumcision. Let's see. There's a hold on. I'm gonna explain to you. You all are familiar with this, the albulario method or the pukpok method. Okay? So for those who are not Filipino, this is the more barbaric way a circumcision is done in our country. There is no anesthesia for this, so they have to endure the pain. So how is it done? Okay, let me explain to you how this is done. Actually, look at this. This is obviously the thing, but I didn't censor it because it doesn't look like a thing. What happens is the child chews on guava leaves. So they get guava leaves, they chew on it. And while they're chewing on it, they have this stake on the ground, and then the child inserts their penis here. So the foreskin and the penis are separated through the stick, and they cut. Okay, there's no anesthesia for this. And then when it's done, the guava leaves that the child chews on, they wrap it on the wound. All right. Tinuturo yan sa med school. They actually didn't teach this to me in med school, but you know, since we're in the Philippines, this is something good, nice to know. Because this is how it's done in rural areas in the Philippines. Rural areas or, provincial areas. Okay? So, I think, yeah, this is done in rural areas or provincial areas where there are no doctors or hospitals around. But see, in the Philippines they have they do surgical missions for circumcisions, and they do it for free because they want to prevent this. They want to stop this. They want to reduce this from happening because this is very prone to infections. Okay, this method is very prone to infections because look, it's not sterile at all. It's not sterile. Okay? This is yeah, and it's traumatizing. It is traumatizing because there is no anesthesia. Okay? Now, I think there was a video. I am going to, for those who I'm sure you guys know this. Let me show you. Okay? I saw someone commented this link on my post on Facebook and I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it, guys. Okay? It's this. It's this. You guys need to see this because this captures it very, very well. Very well! Oh god.
Yes, it's true. After this, it will hurt to stand.
Yeah, Mikey Bustos. This was done in 2015.
But I need to do this to become a man.
Yeah. He sings about circumcision, but the albulario method.
I complete this
So I'm gonna show this.
tradition. They're circumcising me because I'm in grade 3.
Won't this be copyrighted? No, don't worry about it. Zanzi, thank you for following. Welcome to my stream. That's scary.
Can't we do it in a hospital? But walang anesthesia kahit topical. And for 2 weeks I will wear a skirt. Have to put guava lips so it doesn't hurt. They're circumcising me. Mommy says it's more clean to turn my ducky into penguin. They'll cut off my loose skin.
Grade 6. I wanna thank the person who shared this link to me because this is so hilarious.
They're circumcising me with pencil in my teeth. Like they've done for centuries. They're circumcising.
Imagine the guy holding the itak and laughing at you and smirking at you.
They're
Man.
making me. Sorry, bear. I'll jump in.
Itak pa lang pinapakita pero ramdam ko.
To see. They're circumcising me.
Oh my god. Alright, yeah, that's it. Yeah, you guys should like it's Circumcising Me by Mike Bustos, okay? He basically sang the experience of a little child in the rural areas, in the provincial areas that has to go through this kind of circumcision, okay, boys? Okay. Nightmare induced. Yeah, I mean, it's no wonder that these kids will have trauma or PTSD, okay? Because that shit's painful, especially when they're waving around a huge blade like that, but oh god. Just be glad you guys are done with that, and I don't think I have like 3rd graders on my stream. I don't know, you never know. Alright, next. The next method will go to the medical ones. The hospital methods, okay? So no more brutality. Alright. This one. Reinheit, hello. Alright. Natrauma ako sa TULI ko. Alright, this is the Coast Circumcision. This is usually done. I have seen this. This is usually done on newborns. Newborn babies. So this contraption is let's see. I've only assisted this a few times, and personally, I don't like this one. I don't like circumcising newborns, okay? Cause it's so small. Their thing is so small. I don't even know. It's kind of scary. Personally, okay? Personally, like you would need a lot of experience doing this. But yes, you will see this in tertiary hospitals, the big hospitals like St. Luke's, Makati Medical Center, Manila Med, wherever, bigger hospitals. They have this, and usually the ones who have this done are higher socioeconomic class people. At least that's what I observed. They have their newborn sons circumcised. This is also done like in the U.S. I think in the U.S. it's usually newborn who undergo the circumcision. So this is one method. What happens is, let me show you how it's done. So what they do is they insert the penis through the little hole here, and then this thing here, they clamp it, and it tightens. It tightens. Okay? It tightens, and then what it does is it reduces the oxygen or the blood supply to the foreskin, and then they just cut it off. So yeah, what happens is you get a really clean cut, or it looks like a German cut basically. But this is done usually in newborns, but I think they have adult sizes also. So yeah. Alright. Bumabalik daw yung balat pag ganyan. Not really, because you actually remove the foreskin here. You remove it completely. Not completely, but at least around the head. Okay? Bread guillotine. So it's like a penile tourniquet. Something like that, but for the foreskin. You see this? This bell covers the penis of the penis, and then the foreskin surrounds it. So what happens is you tighten the skin, and then you cut it off. Why is the pee-pee smiling? Because he's happy to be circumcised. Alright. This is usually done in newborns, at least from what I've seen. I haven't seen this done to an adult, but I've heard that it can be done in adults. Loud bread noise. Alright. Okay, next. Alright, the next one is the Mogan clamp. This one I have never seen, but basically what happens is you stretch out the foreskin, you pull it, and then you clamp the foreskin, and then you snip it. What happens is you have a clean cut circumcision. Now, it's not really a snip, actually. It's like the clamp. You have to clamp it and then, kill the oxygen supply, and then you cut it. Alright, it's kind of like a nail cutter. I haven't seen this used. I haven't... I just realized Sir Wheatbread took the place of the PP. That's exactly why he is very useful in this stream. Why kill the oxygen supply first for cutting? Because it's less bleeding. Less bleeding. That's why. You cut off the blood vessels. The flow of the blood vessels. Thank you for lurking Pindation. Yes, bread is a great model for this. Alright, this is look like a bread torture stream. I'm sorry. Kapute, hello, welcome to my stream. So this one, yeah, I haven't seen this done. The one I see is the Gomko circumcision, but not this one. Alright, and the next one is a Plastiball Device. So it works kind of like a Gomko, where you insert the penis here, and the foreskin is outside, just like this, and then you tie it. You tighten it, so you cut the blood supply of the foreskin, and then you cut it off. All right, this is why. Okay, again, I have not seen this one done. All right, the ones I've seen are the Gomko, but these are the other methods that are used. Corkscrew for baby. Okay. Alright. Next. Go next. The next one is what? The next one is the German cut. Basically actually the previous ones I showed you are all German cuts. But German cut can be done in hospitals for bigger kids. They just circumcise them without the use of those instruments a while ago. They just used the, usual scissors, clamps. German cut is basically you remove the foreskin that covers the head of the penis and you expose it. You remove that foreskin. Okay. That's a German cut, but it's called a German cut because it looks like a military helmet, the German military helmet. So that's why it's called a German cut. But like I said, the ones I showed you a while ago, they all give this German cut look. So yeah. Sensor level bread. Banana. Yeah. It looks like a helmet, that's why. Okay. Next, the next one is the most common one. The ones you will always see in surgical missions, okay? The dorsal slit. This one is the easiest method and it's the quickest method. And this is the one they usually do in surgical missions. This is the one. It's done very easily. Okay. So this one I've done this a lot. So what happens is if you remember your own circumcision, if you underwent a circumcision in the what do you call this? In a mission or in a hospital that do a dorsal slit. What happens is they put anesthesia on the base of your penis. Right? They put anesthesia and then they make sure if you are not feeling any pain, because once you put anesthesia you're not supposed to feel anything here except for the head of the penis. So what happens is they make a slit on top. They make a slit on top and then open it, and then the edges of the penis here, they just suture it. They just put sutures. So technically it's only an incision. They don't really remove the foreskin. Such care was put into these images, of course. So it's simple. You just cut it, you just make a slit on the foreskin up to the head or the crown of the head of the penis. And then you open it and then you just suture the edges. In this in this case, it's more like an incision or a super incision. That's what some sources say. And is it a common thing for see people pass out because of this? I have not seen a person pass out from the circumcision. Probably in the albulario method, but not the one in the medical, because they make sure that they have enough anesthesia. So because this one, see, like I said, this one is not, you do not actually remove the prepuce. You don't actually remove the prepuce. You actually just slit it open. That's it, and suture it. So actually, this kind of circumcision, you can have this repaired. So if you want to be intact again, or supot, gusto mo maging supot ulit, pa-repair nyo na lang. You can actually have it repaired. They just need to just put the ends together and then suture it, and then it'll be back to what it used to be. But yeah, so what's interesting here is, that circumcision is removal of the foreskin, but since since there's such a thing as a dorsal slit, it's like a pseudo circumcision or not a true circumcision, but the purpose is the same. It's to expose the head of the penis. Sukuriar, thank you for following. Welcome to my stream. Why would you want to be No, but I'm saying the end goal. It's just that the end goal of this, of all of it, the other methods plus the dorsal slit, it's to expose the head of the penis. That's the goal. So what happens is if you'll know you had a dorsal slit done if you have a foreskin dangling underneath your penis. That's the one. Sometimes they make modifications with the dorsal slit. Like they would slit it but then cut a portion of the foreskin, but it's still a dorsal slit, and you would have something dangling below it. All right. So that's it. And because it's just a slit, unlike you know how because this is just a slit, you don't really damage any other nerve endings or anything like that. It's just a slit, not like the others where you actually take out you actually remove the foreskin. This one is literally just a slit, so you still maintain most of what a foreskin is supposed to have. All right. Okay. Next. Alright. So that's circumcision in the Philippines. Now we're gonna go through briefly circumcisions in the other countries, okay? Outside the Philippines. Okay? Outside the Philippines. Now, if you were on if you were on what do you call this? If you're on my Facebook, if we were friends of Facebook and you saw my post about me pushing through with this stream, you might have noticed that I got raided. You might have noticed that I got raided by a bunch of white people. Westerners, mostly Westerners, okay? Mostly Westerners. Okay? Mostly Westerners that raided my post. I think they're bots, but then if you answer them, they start answering back. Because most of what they said look like copy pastes. So, oh wait, hold on. Someone's knocking on my door. Wait. Okay, I'm back. I got a delivery. Alright, if like I said, if we're friends on Facebook, or if you follow me on Facebook, you might have seen that I got raided by a bunch of foreigners, non-Filipinos, okay, who were against circumcision, and I'll tell you why, okay? I had to private the post or put it to friends because it would get bad. They started sharing it. They started sharing it in their anti-circumcision groups. That's why I had to make it friends only, or else it will just my post will turn into some word war about circumcision, which is you know, to me it's ridiculous. All right, okay. So these are some of the examples of what I got. Some arguments that I got, okay? A lot of shit that I got there, okay? White stuff. I'm gonna, if you can read all that in my post. Okay? Now, look at this. Circumcision is actually it's not done worldwide, okay? Only like almost a third, or not even half the countries in around the world does circumcision. Okay, Philippines, we're around orange, so around 90% of our boys get circumcised. In other Asian countries like China, they are not everyone circumcised. Russia, not everyone circumcised. Australia, not only a few. Africans, they do get circumcised. So yeah, Middle Eastern, Europe does not get circumcised. Actually, I remember I had one VTuber on my post. She's from UK. Circumcision is not a thing in Europe, or where she lives in the UK. That's why there was a huge culture clash there. In UK, it's utterly ridiculous to have a circumcision. But here in the Philippines, it's a thing. So there's a huge culture clash there. In the US, circumcision is still done, but mostly on newborns. Okay? Mostly on newborns. South America, it's not done, and Iceland, it's not done. Okay? So, only, usually, like I said, the reasons why circumcision is done is religious, like here, Islamic and all that. Africa, it's done because of hygiene and health purposes, because they are very prone to HIV and all that other diseases. Revenant Soul, thank you for following and welcome to my stream. Okay. And yes, Jews especially, and there are a lot of Jews in America. They undergo circumcision. Yeah. In the Philippines, it's more of tradition in our end. Here in the Southeast Asia, it's more of tradition. Some are religious, but for us, it's tradition. Mainly traditional. Okay. So, it's really mixed. The views of the circumcision is really mixed. They have, if you look at the arguments of, if you look at the arguments of the West, or those who don't undergo circumcision, they actually hold water. Right? They actually have a point. There are studies, there are studies that say that, like I said, the argument they don't like is hygiene. Because if you clean your penis regularly, you won't be prone to getting, the infections and all that. But see, the difference is if you look at this chart, minus America, you look at this chart, these are first world countries. These are third world countries. They have clean water. They have access to clean everything. We don't. We don't, okay? So, we can't. It's not easy to tell a kid in the province, clean your dick. Clean your penis. Because they don't know how. And they can't really. Because, they walk around barefoot, they touch everything and put it in their mouths. They get worms. We get intestinal parasitism a lot. So, it's not clean. Even if they clean themselves, I don't think it will prevent much, infections there. Okay. So, yeah, we have a lot of intestinal parasitism patients here. It's ridiculous. Even amoebiasis. Just drinking water gives you amoebiasis, okay? We get a lot of that. So yeah, at least in our country, for me, in my opinion, I would say get a circumcision. That's why, like I said, is circumcision really needed? It really depends. So we just go back to our reasons here. In the Philippines, it's traditional. But the thing is, the thing you gotta do here is make sure if you're gonna have a kid circumcised, they have to want it or they have to choose it. Okay? You can't, it's really hard to circumcise a boy who does not want to be circumcised. Yeah, it's a rite of passage. That's how circumcision is here. That's the thing here. When I'm gonna circumcise children, I always ask the kid, not the parents. It has to be the kid. You have to ask the kid, do you want to have kung gusto niya, gusto mo ba talaga magpatuli? Ready ka na ba magpatuli? Are you ready to be circumcised? And the kid will tell you if he is. If the kid says yes he is, it'll be easier to circumcise him. There are some kids who really say yes, and there are some kids who say no. Okay? If they say no and they look like they're gonna fight you, we don't do it. They have to be ready for it. So, gusto ko po kasi ayaw ko mag-isa. Yeah. Yeah, that's why the West, or in America, they are against newborn circumcisions, because the newborns are not given a choice. It's the parents who decide. So they want what they call themselves intactivists. Actually, those activists who are against circumcision, they call themselves intactivists. And it's actually a thing. It's actually a thing. It's actually a thing. They fight for autonomy, like the at least infant what do you call this? Circumcision in neonates or in newborns. They don't want that because to them it's a violation of human rights, all that, and sexual abuse, etc. That's the reasons anyway. That's why here in the Philippines, we cannot. You know, most of our circumcisions are done on boys who are 8 and above because they make the choice to be circumcised. They're the ones who make the choice. They're the ones who make the choice. That's why it's really hard to circumcise a boy who doesn't want, because if he does not want, he's going to get up from the table and run away. Because that happened to me. That happened to me. I was going to circumcise a boy and I already put anesthesia. And he just stood up and ran away. I'm like, okay. If they don't want, they don't want. Okay. That's why if the parents are forcing their child in a mission, if they're forcing, magpatuli ka, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. We tell the parents, at least us when we did ours, we tell them don't force them. If they don't want, they don't want. Because they have to be the ones going there on their own. Did he end up getting circumcised? No, he didn't. He ran away. He didn't. He has to. We told the parents, come back when he's ready. So, yeah. Pag ayaw talaga. It's really hard. You cannot circumcise a child who does not want, because the child should not be moving at all. Now, there are kids. If there are kids who, who undergo circumcision and they're happy to get circumcised. I had kids who had painless circumcision and they're like laughing while being circumcised, and they're just laughing at the kid beside them who's crying. I've had that. Like, in missions, they're like lined up in the table, and I'm circumcising one kid, and there's this other kid crying his face off, and this kid I'm circumcising is just laughing at him while I'm actually cutting his foreskin. He's actually laughing at him. I'm like, bruh. Oh my god, there's bullying during that. Yeah, there is. It's just, they just laugh, and then I'm like, okay. And then he would go like, and then that kid would go like, hindi naman masakit eh. Ganon, like that. They do that. And then the kid's just crying. But then, like, they cry. The thing is, they cry because it's painful. Kids cry because it's painful, and it's true. The anesthesia is especially painful. The reason why the children cry, okay? When I'm doing a circumcision, the reason why the children cry is because of the anesthesia. It's not actually the cutting of the foreskin. It's actually the anesthesia. When they inject the anesthesia, that is painful. But then what happens is the penis is supposed to go numb. So, what is the recommended age, if any? As long as they are able to decide on their own. Like 10 years old for me is fine. I mean, I think 8 is too young for me. I think 8 is too young. I think 10 teenagers are good. Okay. Anesthesia didn't kick in too, if I remember. Yeah. There are times when anesthesia doesn't kick in. Personally, when I do circumcisions, I make sure the anesthesia kicks in. I have to make sure that they don't feel anything. There are some people who kind of rush it. Can't be helped because there's always a lot of kids. Sometimes there's 100 lined up, and you have to circumcise them all. I cried after yeah, of course, because the pain starts kicking in. But yeah, I make sure that the boys I circumcise do not feel pain. They actually end up laughing when I'm circumcising them. I've had little boys who come in there who fall in line and start bullying other kids. Yan mo yung nagmamatapang, parang, hindi naman masakit yun, mga duwag kayo, mga duwag. And when he starts lying down on the table and he gets injected by anesthesia, he starts crying. And then all the other kids he started making fun of, they're like on the table and they're just looking at him. They're not laughing, they're just looking at him. They're just watching him. The need to trash talk doesn't make... Yeah, he does. There's like trash talkan bago matuli. So he does that. I've seen kids do that. Ang tapang-tapang nila, tapos paghiga na, umiiyak na, sumisigaw. And the other kids are just watching him like, bruh. So, okay. So, yeah. So basically, if you can clean yourself properly, if you have access to clean water, if you can clean yourself properly, you don't need circumcision. You don't need to undergo the rite of passage if you don't want to. But yeah, like I said, and here in the Philippines, it's very strong. The social, the social pressure about it is really strong. That it's pretty normal. It's basically normal to have a circumcision, especially a dorsal slit. Like I said, a dorsal slit is like a pseudo circumcision. It's not like a true circumcision because you only cut the foreskin. You don't cut it off, but you slit it. You make a slit just so that the head is exposed. Okay. Magkano po magpatuli? It's free. Libre. This year is very educational for us. Yeah. So that's why that's like I said, even if you call a Westerner who is not circumcised supot, he wouldn't understand and he wouldn't care because he's outside of our culture and outside of our, our country. They wouldn't understand what that means. That's why they there's a huge like I said, there's a huge culture clash between Philippines and the West. So yeah. And also when it comes to sexual function, because this one is a most common reason for the West to say circumcision shouldn't be done. It's because they say it reduces sexual function, increases sexual erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, and all that. That's what they say. But I don't know. Based on your experience, do you guys have that? I don't know. I don't think. Because, like I said, most circumcisions here are done by a dorsal slit. So not the entire entire foreskin is not actually removed. It's just slit open. That's it. Being circumcised actually gave more stimulation. This is something some guys also say. When they were circumcised, they actually got more stimulation, but other people say they didn't get, they lost their sexual stimulation. There's mixed answers. There's mixed answers. But it's a thing, right? Filipinos don't really like uncircumcised men. Yeah, the reason yourself, thank you for following. Welcome to my stream. I think this is true. Filipinos don't really like uncircumcised men because of the social norm. Because, in the Philippines, like I said, it's a tradition. You undergo a circumcision because you're becoming a man. It's a ritual or a rite of passage to become a guy. So, to a woman, a uncircumcised penis is more attractive than an uncircumcised penis. So, yeah. In other countries, it's different. I was circumcised classically in Batangas, good old Cleaver and Bayaba'S. Oh, God. Oh, God, okay. Yeah. In Philippines, I think it's more attractive to a Filipino woman for a guy to be uncircumcised. In other countries, it might be different. It really depends. Because here, an uncircumcised penis means it's clean. It's a symbol of cleanliness, something like that, and manliness. here in the Philippines. I wonder what an uncircumcised human adult be like. He's uncircumcised. Just imagine a little boy who is not circumcised, and then imagine him as a man with a foreskin. Okay. Imagine save the whole world and become one of the strongest man alive, pero supot siya. Bro, that would be a very Filipino thing. You'd have like a superhero and all that, and then a Filipino just discovers he's uncircumcised, and then you'd be like, "Ah, supot ka." Like he saved you and everything. He saved everyone's lives, and then a Filipino just finds out he's uncircumcised, and he just laughs at him, points and says, "Supot." That's actually funny, but that's how it is here in the Philippines. I've seen an uncircumcised penis, an adult one. I've seen as a medical practitioner. I've seen. There are some Filipinos who are adults and they don't get circumcised. I've seen some. Okay. All right. So next slide. So yeah, I got these pics. This is how a surgical mission looks like and how the kids look like. Look at the happy faces. Look at this. I'm not supot anymore. These little kids are being, lining up to be circumcised. They're excited. Look at their happy faces. Look at this kid giving a thumbs up while being circumcised. Look at this kid. He is giving a thumbs up and he's smiling and being circumcised. Okay, they are happy they got circumcised. Okay. they they are man now. Yeah, they are man. Neptis, thank you for Nikoni, thank you for gift subbing. Neptis, thank you so much. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, there's a 20% discount of subs right now on the whole September. 20% off discount on subs. So it's called a Subtember on Twitch. So the whole September. I think 100 pesos for tier 1. It's 80 pesos now. Yeah, it's September. I don't know. I'm thinking if I should hold a subathon, but I don't know. I feel I don't have a reason to hold a subathon though because I have all my emote slots. So I don't know if I'll be holding that. They're men now. Pay the bills. Yeah, hold a subathon. You want me to hold a subathon? Well, I'll see. Because the reason why I hold subathons before is because I want emote slots, but right now I don't have any more slots. I mean, even if I get a lot of subs, I won't be able to unlock any more emote slots unless I'm a partner. So yeah. Supotember. Supotember. So yeah. That's I hope you guys learned from that. Learned a lot from that, you guys. I hope y'all learned a lot from that. I think that's my last slide. Yeah, that's my last slide. So, if you guys have any questions, I can answer some questions. Wait, hold on. Let me just do something. I can answer some questions about what do you call this circumcision. Any questions? Wait, hold on. Let me just do something. Hold on, guys. Let me just fix something first. Okay. Wait. Next cell, next sexes. Late ako. Yeah, I'm sorry. Will you talk about female circumcision in the future? I know it's a thing. It's a short. If I ever talk about female circumcision, it'll be really short because it's a thing in other places, but not something commonly done here. Dok, totoo ba kapag nagpatuli ka, tatangkad ka? Actually, no. That's a superstition. That's actually one of the reasons given by kids why they want to have a circumcision, because they think they'll grow taller, but it's actually not true. Me, question. What's the worst case scenario of a mistake in circumcision, or what's the worst thing that could happen? Let's see. What is the... accidentally cutting the glands of the penis aside from the foreskin. I think that happened once before. I've heard about this happening, and that's bad. that is painful. But because most of the circumcisions I see are dorsal slits, so imagine cutting the head of the penis accidentally. That's really bad. That is really bad. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to turn on my. I forgot to turn on my BGM. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me just. Let me fix something. Okay. Okay. Wait. Let me fix something, guys. Fixing something. All right. Okay. You guys have any other questions? Let's go to my just chatting screen. All right. Wait, let me scroll back because I was just looking at something. Oh god. Circumcision during the pandemic. Meron ba pang procedures? Because of the pandemic, there were no surgical missions, so you can actually say maraming dumami yung mga supot sa Pilipinas. Basically, dumami na mga supot sa Pilipinas because of this. Because of the pandemic. But there are some who bring their kids to the hospital for circumcision. Okay, matigas pa talaga to cut the foreskin if you do it as an adult. Yes, actually, it's a lot. It's mas makunat. It's firmer, but it can still be done. Oldest person you circumcised? 16 years old. 16 years old guy. I heard this thing called preputioplasty for correcting unsatisfactory circumcision. Yes, there is. There is such a thing. There is such a thing. Alright. What's better, infant circumcision or preteen? In my opinion, I would go for the preteen. Because they can make the choice for it, and honestly, I'm not. If it's an infant, you don't really know if they're actually feeling the pain. I think in infant they feel the pain way more because you're not so sure. All they do is cry. You wouldn't know. And actually, according to Western studies, they say infants really do feel a lot of pain when they undergo circumcision. At least when you're a preteen, you have a higher tolerance for pain, and you can actually ask them if it's painful when you give and then you give anesthesia. So yeah. Are there any advantages to getting it done older, or do you just live with a torpedo pee-pee? Wait. Oh god, wait. Oh no, torpedo pee-pee from that point on. No, you can have it done when you're older. There's no age limit when you have a circumcision done. Like I said, in other countries, some men have it as adults because of certain conditions, or if they just want it done. So uncircumcision increased risk of UTI because assuming it's unwashed, bacterial colonies stick around, grow large enough. Yes, especially little boys who don't know how to clean their pee-pee. Does circumcision really help increase the length of the penis? No. Actually, I saw something on Facebook. There was a meme done by people who are anti-circumcision. They drew a penis and then they labeled it with parts of the penis, and then it says there that circumcision reduces the length of your penis. And then they show a circumcised penis that's like short and stubby. I'm like, what? I don't know where that. I don't know. If you see it on Facebook, someone shared it on Facebook, you might find that. And that's false. That's false, man. I mean, the only time your penis would get short is if you actually cut the penis off. But you're just removing the foreskin. It does not affect the length. What? Especially if you're just doing a dorsal slit. Dorsal slit is literally just a slit. And you don't remove the foreskin. So, yeah. I thought it promotes growth. Not really, no. Whatever your size, if you're born with that length of a penis, that's your length and that's your size. It only looks bigger because the head is exposed. I think that's why they say lumalaki. At least in Philippines, lumalaki kasi naka-expose na eh. Support propaganda. It promotes growth from a boy to a man, actually. Yeah, actually. Which anesthetic formulation and what block technique is used there? Local anesthetic. I use local, the one that you put in the injection, and you just inject it on the base of the penis. Because you don't really need like a spinal or a general anesthesia for that, to be honest. It can be done with that kind of anesthesia, but you don't need it. How bad can infections get from circumcision? And oh, Sunny and Horizon, thank you for following. Welcome to my stream. Ebsd, thank you for following. Welcome to my stream. It depends. It depends on how dirty your thing is. You're more prone to UTI, and if you get UTI repeatedly, it's bad. And also like I said, the Balanitis and the Posthitis. That is pain. Ano ba talaga meaning ng nangangamatis? That is a very good question. Nangangamatis, I hear this all the time. After a penis is circumcised, sometimes they would tell you nangangamatis na yung penis. Actually, the reason when they say nangangamatis, it just means that it got swollen, which is kind of expected, of course, because you sliced, you remove the foreskin. That's a wound, and wounds tend to swell up. That the swelling and the redness is called nangangamatis. That's expected, actually. You just take antibiotics and just continue cleaning and hygiene. It'll go away. I'm indifferent towards my circumcision. Sure, I was an unconsenting newborn, but I don't feel like I missed out on anything. I can't duck, but I'm not gay, so it changes nothing. Yeah, and in some countries, it's a big thing for them. Yeah. Oh God, so much ducking. Yeah. Kapag nakikita ng babae nangangamatis. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's one. If a girl sees it nangangamatis. Pero actually, it's just really inflammation of that part of the penis. It goes away after a while. It's something that's expected to happen. What is the purpose of the leaf of Bayaba'S, dog? That's actually it's a medicinal herb for preventing infections when you circumcise. But of course, if you chew on the leaf, bacteria and all that, it's like the rural way or the albulario way of an antibiotic using guava leaves. Kidding aside, having kamatis in your pee really hurts. How about panglangas like guava leaves? Yeah, that's basically it. Does TULI make sexual interaction better than having one? That one is something relative. I can't speak for that because I don't have a pee-pee. You can ask the guy next door. Ask a guy about that. Does the prepuce serve any physiological purpose? Okay, a lot of people say the purpose of the prepuce is for better sexual stimulation because there are a lot of nerve endings there. And they say it keeps the head of the penis moist or clean, ironically. But as long as you clean it, then yeah. So Sir Vito is nangangamatis sa dog. Bruh. Ask Brett for info. My first circumcision be like, you know what, I think my dong can be better. So yeah, so like I said, it's really mixed. Like some people say they had bad experiences with circumcision. Some say it's good. They notice there is a huge difference, especially in Filipinos. If you're circumcised, the name calling is reduced. You're not called supot anymore. You're treated like a man and all that. You know. Any antibiotic recommended before or during circumcision? Yes, after circumcision, I always prescribe antibiotics that they take for 1 week. You always need it because circumcision is still a cut or a wound, so you need antibiotics for that. I just circumcised before because I just want hygiene. And that is fine, to be honest. Moral of the story: circumcision is okay. Yeah, it's okay if if you are given the freedom to choose it. I think the what I would agree with the West is that there should be autonomy, or the child should make the choice. They should make the choice. No, I don't like forcing circumcisions on children. Like, when they bring a child to me and then the parents are like, patuli ka, and they're like evidently forcing them. I always tell them, no, don't force. That they let him tell me that he wants it done. Yuki Hyuna, thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. Thinking about it, I know you can't just you just not tell everyone your support and just tell those that what your PP state is. Well, yeah, but Filipino culture, you're not circumcised, support ka na. You support. TULI is a minor surgery. Yes, it is. It's a minor. It's considered a minor surgery. VR TULI. My only problem after circumcision is that I didn't grow taller, because that's not true. I think it's just the whole peer pressure of other kids using the support thought. Yeah, because like I said, it's peer pressure, and it's part of the culture of the rite of passage. Because if the fact that people tease you, the kids will tease you because it's you avoiding the rite of passage of being a man. So it would be like a little boy telling a guy telling you, "Oh, you're not a man yet. You're a baby. You're scared. You're a baby." Something like that. What sounds so wrong? Why don't you just call it hooded? How did circumcision actually start? It's a thing for so long. Like even during for many thousands of years. It's an ancient tradition. Okay. So, alright. What time is it? 3:32. Hey, actually, we're done. I have a Zoom conference at 4, so I can't stay too long. So, since we're actually done with the circumcision, with the stream, I have an announcement to make. No, I am not graduating, okay? I know you guys are all afraid of the word announcement. Every time a VTuber says, "I have an announcement," oh god, it might be they're graduating. No, I'm not graduating, okay? But I do have an announcement, and I really want this to I want you guys to help me in this, okay? I want you guys to see this. All right, let me just. All right, you remember I said I've been saying that I've been working on a song cover for a while. Actually, I was supposed to cover I, but after Lyrica announced her graduation, I decided to hold off that, and yeah. I'm gonna show this to you guys. I just posted this a while ago. It's a premiere later at 8 p.m. Okay, it's my gift to Lyrica. It would be great if you guys could watch and get Lyrica's attention to watch this. I really want Lyrica to see this. I don't know if she'll be able to see this. It's premiering 8 p.m., which is 1 hour before her stream tonight. Okay? No details. I just wrote there to Lyrica my graduation stream for you. Credits to follow after the premiere. I'll put it there. But you'll see the credits when the video plays. Okay? It's a cover, actually. It's a cover. She's probably asleep at 8. Oh no. Well, even if she's asleep, it's okay. She can watch it like if it's after the premiere, you know, before she Yeah, so this is my announcement. I have a gift for Lyrica that I can't really post on her. Well, I'll probably post the link later on her Discord server. But I saw the gifts for Lyrica and it's all PNG. I actually posted a PNG there. But yeah, it's already buried. So there's this. Let's get Lola and show this. Yeah. So I'll be tweeting this in a bit. So and posting on Facebook. I'll tag her and I'll put it on #Liriganda. So yeah, if she can watch this, I'd be happy. I rushed this. I actually, I rushed this. I had to memorize the song in a few days. I practiced it. I had to get someone to mix this for me. I made the video myself because I don't think I have time to commission someone to make a video. It's really simple. So, so yeah, that's all. We got you, Doc. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, it's premiering tonight, okay? 8 p.m. I know her stream is scheduled at 9 p.m. I don't know if she'll be awake by 8. I know she wakes up early. She might wake up like a few minutes before her stream. Yeah, it's for Rush actually, because when she announced it, I was like, actually, to be honest, it's Bread who gave me this idea. Like, he just casually mentioned, sing for Lola. I'm like, what? What am I gonna sing for her? And then I just like paused for a moment. I'm like, wait, that's a good idea. And I rushed this actually. It's a rush, but I hope I did my best on it. I did my best on this. All right. So that's the announcement. So it's not me who's graduating, it's Lyrica who's graduating. Alright, so thank you if you guys can share that. I will tweet it later, okay? And you guys can just retweet it. Actually, I can tweet it right now. Hold on. Let me retweet that right now. Let me tweet that right now. So you guys can like spread it around. Wait, hold on. Let me get the link. Let's tweet that. Let's see. Hello. Wait, let me type it down. Hello everyone. Thank you for it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, just wait for the tweet and then just retweet it. Okay? Anything for Lola. She doesn't sleep. Yeah, I've seen she's like drinking coffee all the time. I've seen her like talking about coffee and I'm like, oh no, she's gonna have a stomach ache if she keeps doing that. If she keeps doing that, she's gonna have a stomach ache. Wait. I'm gonna tag her. And also put in like just so she gets attention. To be premiering later at 8 p.m. GMT plus 8. Plus 8. Wait, watch room. Yeah, okay, I put the watch room. Pro TULI gagawin. Post the link here. Okay, sure. Here's the link. Here's the link, guys. That's the link. Hopefully, you all can watch it. And hopefully Lyrica also. Lyrica also. Let's put #Liriganda. Liriganda. Right, there we go. I tweeted it. I'm gonna post this on Facebook also. Hello, Kuraruko. Tuli for Lola. Oh my god! No! This is definitely not a Tuli for Lola. Definitely not a Tuli for Lola. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I tweeted it. Okay. So, We're done. Tulol. Tulola, tangina. Bruh, no. Let's not. Tulola, putik. Oh god, no, this is not too late for Lola, okay? I'm not gonna give Lola a foreskin. Alright. Anyway, it's 3:40. I have to get ready for my Zoom conference later. I have a Zoom conference at 4, guys. So we're gonna go raid someone, okay? I just realized that wordplay. Yeah. Patuli kay Lola. Oh no. No, don't. Wag kayo magpatuli kay Lyrica. She chops off the entire thing. You saw the Gartic phone. You saw the Gartic phone. Poor bread. Alright. We're gonna... Oh god, Silas, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, but I'm also about to raid someone. Okay. Let's raid someone. No Luna 09, thank you for following and welcome to my stream. Hello. Alright, let's see. Oh, Bianca Latte. Is she still streaming or is she gonna... Oh, she's still there. Okay, we're gonna raid Bianca Latte. We're gonna raid Bianca Latte, okay? Otsupot, oh my god! No! Otsupot! Otsupon! Otsupon and Otsupon! Supot raid! Oy, grabe kayo! Okay, we're gonna raid Bianca Latte. She's a Filipino also. So, yeah, I guess it's safe to say support raid. Support raid. Support raid. I think you guys have been waiting for this day to say Otsupot. I can see you guys have been waiting for this. I knew it. You guys have been waiting for this day to say Otsupot. Support Otsupokpok. Ano ba yan? Ang dami. Ano ba yan? Support the greatest day. Oh, no. You guys. Otsutulio versus Otsupot baby. Alright, we're gonna raid Bianca Latte. She's a Filipino VTuber. She's doing art right now. So yeah, just say Otsupot raid. This is a cursed raid. Alright guys, goodbye. See you later during the premiere, okay? Be sure to retweet it and let's get Lyrica's attention. I hope she sees it. Even if she misses it, as long as she sees it, I'm good. Alright? Alright guys. Bye-bye everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.